better now, don't we? The devils don't come from hell beneath us, no. No, they come from the sky.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and ooh, that felt good. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about the well, reincarnation of Death, or Death himself. I don't care what you call him, but pretty much it's like a godlike build, because this is one of 6, as you can see by the title. He is one of 6 celestial god beings or whatever. I don't care. It looks fun to do. But anyways, so into the video. He is just, he's a god pretty much. He is. It's impossible for him to die. Like, well, it is possible, but it will take a long time to kill him, or you have to be more powerful than him, which is pretty hard. Just due to he can summon in dragons and just Jamora and all of that crap. Okay, so his race is Dwemer, which this is a modded build, so it was requested for me to do mods, and PlayStation doesn't have greatest of mods. I'm just saying that now. This dude would look like 10 times better if I had Xbox or PC. But yeah, so his race is Dwemer, and with Dwemer he gets, I don't 100% remember the Dwemer just because I didn't look at it fully, but I know you get a Dwemer command where you can summon in a Dwemer spider for like 100-something seconds, which it's a very powerful thing. During my little gameplay, it was very powerful, and I did very well with it. So now the standing stone that I chose, there was a couple I was thinking about, which I suggest in the beginning go for the Lover's Stone, just so you can get some perks up, because you're going to need them. You're going to need them a lot. So get that, and then go for the Ritual Stone whenever you're near being done, or you are done, because that's what I did. So yeah, you want to do that. So now for his backstory. He isn't from the planet Earth or Tamriel. I don't know what the planet's called. They never gave a specific name, of my opinion, or knowledge, I should say. But yeah, he came from the heavens watching over Tamriel, specifically Tamriel. He never cared about any other continent, really. But the one race that caught his eye was the Dwemer, and eventually, due to him being a god, he took the form of a Dwemer and pulled some kind of god thing, became like Jesus, which all the gods do this. So he became a mortal being and took the form of a Dwemer. And eventually, he came down to Earth, or Tamriel, during the First Era, and lived since then. He never died. Like I said earlier, it's hard for him to die. He doesn't need to eat, drink, he doesn't need to do any of that to survive. But he is a being who will control who lives and dies, and he can like see you and say, okay, you can die. Like, that's pretty much who he is. But yeah, so he was one of the original 500 companions. He's the reason why all the Dwemer are gone, due to he was messing with one of Tribunal's hearts or whatever. I forgot the dude's name, but he was messing with that heart, and it wiped out every being of the Dwemers, but except him. But he got into so much pain, it hurt him for a little while, which is very surprising. And so pretty much ever since that, he's been in every war. He helped the Empire a lot through that time. He's a reason why the Empire is the way it is. If he never helped, the Empire would not be at where it is today. So it's not like the greatest backstory. If I ever make a remastered, I'll do more thinking for it, but it was pretty interesting character. So factions, there's not much factions this guy would actually go well with, but now these two things I consider factions. I consider you destroy the Dark Brotherhood and destroy the Thieves Guild, due to he goes with the Empire pretty much, so he knows that those two could screw him over a lot, and he knows that they both are worthy of death. He can now. And then, speaking of the Empire, you join the Imperials on the Civil War. And you own, and you go, and you do not do the main storyline at all. You do not, nope, no, nada. He doesn't, this guy is not meant to be Dragonborn. None of the gods are meant to do that. So, I'm just saying that now. Okay. Some spells. He doesn't use main swords or anything, so he'll conjure up weapons like the bound sword. That's the only weapon he'll really conjure, because he's a two-handed bladesman. It's pretty simple. Other weapons, he has Dead Thrall, which he can permanently raise someone from the dead, and which is very helpful at times depending on how powerful you are with necromancy, which this dude's pretty powerful, but I didn't put too much time into the necromancy in this character just because I was worried about everything else I had to do. Yeah, so other spells, like the summon dragons and that, the ancient dragon you saw earlier in the video, that was a mod for the PS4. That was not an in-game spell, so I'm just saying that now. It's from like a Fiendrix thing. I'll put all the mods in the description so you guys can know which one it is. So perks, well, I suggest you go for one-handed, heavy armor, smithing, enchanting, speech, because he's gonna need that for a couple situations, conjuration, destruction, and I'm honestly thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I may have forgotten one, but yeah, there's a lot of them that he'll need, but they all are actually really helpful. So gear, helmet, he has a Daedric helmet. Now pretty much everything he's wearing is modded. Everything he's wearing is pretty much modded, except like the gauntlets and the boots. So the helmet he has, if his health ever gets very low, he has a chance to summon in a Dremora, which he can already summon 3, but I think this Dremora, I'm pretty sure this Dremora is like much more powerful than all the 3 combined, so it's going to be pretty helpful. The chest plate makes him the reason he is. It gives him like the ability of God mode, which takes his health from, in the beginning of the game, from 100 all the way up to 10,000. So he can lose health, but it's really hard. I like how it just fit into the character so much. Gauntlets are just regular Dragonbone gauntlets, just with yes, I put one-handed damage on them. I forgot to put yeah, I never put on any rings or necklaces. Now that I think about it, I don't think I did. Yeah, no, I didn't. But hey, if you can put on whatever you want, because I never thought of that. And boots just make him silent, and like his walking, and that's muffled, so you can't hear him coming up on you. Companions, the closest thing to companions would be things he summons through necromancy or the conjuring, like the Dremora. Those are the only companions he really has. Now, I don't, so now on to, like, who he worships. Just because this is getting in, because what I'm doing is every character, like, build I do is, like, in some type of story I'm making. So the original Dragon Priest video I did, I'm going to have to make a new one just because he is one of several, so his backstory may have to be changed a lot, and what he does is going to have to be changed a lot. So, yes, this guy right here is a god, yes, but he does pray to someone or serve a greater being more powerful than him, but his name is unknown just for storytelling purposes. But that being is probably the most powerful being within this little story I'm trying to tell. So, yeah, and this character is much like Thanos. He'll go through and just wipe out half of Skyrim, pretty much. I kept looking for Infinity Gauntlet mods, because I was going to make a Thanos build, which I'm probably going to do anyways. But this guy, I think, will be the closest to anything. related to like being like a full Thanos character. But a couple mods that, or not mods, a couple character like godlike characters you should expect next would be Life, which is the alternate version of Death. And all the gods are similar to how the Infinity Stones pretty much are. So then there's Reality. There is there's Time, Space, I'm pretty sure, and I forget who I made the sixth one, but the sixth one is Soul. I'm pretty sure I made, but I'll have to check that later. But yeah, there is, if I ever do make a remastered, which I may probably make a remastered character of this guy, because he's really cool. It's just, he's just overpowered. He's like spawning in like 3 dragons right here. So he's doing things. He's doing a lot. Yeah, if you guys have any build recommendations, please send them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to do pretty much any build, because making these are so fun, and they're just great. Like that dude went flying, but they are really fun to make, and I just enjoy them, because the next build I'm making is a Dragon Knight, and then I'm working on the Khajiit Slave, and then after that it is up to you guys on what you want me to do. So, because I have multiple ideas on what I can do, it's just a matter of when I can do them. But yeah, so I honestly hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys do try out this build, because it is very fun to play through. But I don't know, because in the beginning of the game, I somehow had a bounty in every hold, and I don't know how I got that, because I just started the game, but, you know, who knows. But, yeah, if you guys, I suggest you guys should try out the mod, or not mod, the character. It's very fun, and if you guys do want me to do some Fallout 4 builds, just tell me, because I could do it, but I'm not sure. So, yeah, that is probably going to be the end of the video, and I honestly hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.